In a vast kingdom of iron and fog, nestled between the cruel northern mountains and the restless sea, there ruled a prince named Kalen. He was not born wicked, but over time, his heart grew blacker than pitch. His father, King Aldrich, was a just man, stern, but beloved. But Kalen saw justice as weakness. From a young age, he craved not peace, but power. As he grew, he surrounded himself with flatterers, men who whispered poison into his ear and helped feed his ambition. When the king fell ill, Kalen began tightening his grip on the court. He taxed the people into ruin, executed dissenters in the town square, and turned the castle into a fortress, manned by a private army of mercenaries loyal only to him. Whispers of rebellion spread like wildfire, but Kalen struck first. On a winter's night, under the guise of mercy, he smothered the dying king in his bed. By dawn, he was crowned. The church bells tolled not in celebration, but in mourning for a kingdom lost. Kalen declared himself not merely a king, but a god among men. He commissioned statues of himself in every village, forbade mention of his father, and ordered priests to rewrite sacred texts in his image. But no throne built on blood remained stable. In the shadows, a small resistance grew, a disgraced knight, a clever seamstress, a former court scholar, and a child who had once been spared by Kalen's blade. Together, they planned not revenge, but restoration. One autumn, as the prince feasted in his great hall, a fire erupted in the lower levels of the castle. As the guards scrambled, the resistance struck. They didn't kill Kalen, they bound him, dragged him from his throne, and marched him through the streets he had once ruled with terror. The people spat and cursed his name. When they reached the town square, the knight held up Kalen's crown and asked the crowd, "Shall this man rule you still?" The answer was thunder. Kalen was imprisoned in the same cell where he had thrown so many others. His name was erased from records, his statues melted down to make farming tools. The kingdom, scarred and weary, began to heal. And so ended the reign of the wicked prince, not with a war, but with a whisper that grew into a roar.